It's the JT Cho Show!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to another episode of the JT Show. I know what I look like, and I know what you're thinking. Holy shit, he's back. I've been waiting my whole life to see this dude come back. Just kidding. You're probably like, yeah, he's finally fucking done, dude. He's just done. Rough couple of weeks, great couple of weeks. Then, lots to get to today. It is the 21st of November of 2020. And I'm a firm believer that if you've got goddamn Christmas decorations up already, get the fuck out of here. It's not Thanksgiving yet. I thoroughly enjoy Thanksgiving. I do. I love it. I'm more of a sides man. You know, turkey's good. I guess I've had a honey baked turkey. But I do have to say the green bean casserole is not overrated. I like, Hawaiian rolls or homemade rolls. Don't give a shit. Stuffing bread in my mouth. You got your au gratin potatoes. You got everything, man. You got all the sides. You got yams, man. Fucking yams. How many times you ain't busting out yams for it's 4th of July, man. Hot dogs, chips. Me, bro, I brought some yams. You ain't doing that shit, dude. Yams is like once a year for me, and that's Thanksgiving. Sometimes Christmas. It ain't Christmas yet, man. It's Thanksgiving. So that's what I have to say about that. So I know what you're thinking. You're like, holy shit, dude. What happened? Where'd you go, man? Did you, fall in between some rocks and then, get your hand stuck and then you had to cut your arm off, but you're tortured for like 127 hours? Yeah, dude, happened. It's real. Anyways, now what happened was one day my computer just stopped charging. I was on vacation. We'll talk about vacation here in a second. But right after vacation, my computer stopped charging, and which also segues us to another thing I'm going to talk about today. If you haven't seen, I have a new show called The Picks with 3 of my good friends. Cut, him from the podcast. Earl, him from the podcast. Frankie, him from the podcast. Now, as I rehydrate myself with some agua, that show was instant hit for us. Got 40 views for the second episode. That's great. I love it. It's a football style show. But since that was on the roll, I had more of an opportunity to film more of those shows with my laptop in case I had to either just dump 1,000. But thankfully I did it. I went to a couple of computer stores, and one guy literally so disorganized, didn't have a single fucking charge cord. Really annoying. He's like, oh, I can send it to our guy. He doesn't deal with the general public, so you can't call him, but we'll ship it to him. Ship it. Is he not? He's in town. We'll ship it to him with our address on it, and then he'll call us. And I was like, so what? I won't see it ever fucking again. Can I get a receipt if that's gonna happen? You gotta write that shit down on a piece of paper. But yeah, dude, there's so much stress, dude. So I finally just went to Best Buy, and I was like, hey, I know COVID's going on. If I buy this charge cord and it does not fucking work, please excuse my French, but if it doesn't work, can I bring it back? They're like, yeah, fuck it. Yeah, bring it back. I was like, sick, dude. The guy sent me home with the wrong one. So I was like, hey, I opened this wrong one, idiot. He was like, oh yeah, you're right. But what really irked me is I went to Best Buy to Geek Squad because I was like, hey, can you guys plug this in? And they plugged it in with one that I've never seen before, so I didn't know if it was a special one. But they're like, oh, this is skipping weird, and your motherboard looks like it's gonna crash. They're saying that to me, they're saying that to me as they're plugging it in, it's just plugged in, right? And I'm like, okay, well, I see the lights on. If you own a Mac, you got that little light, green light, shows it's charged and all that jazz. And he was just like, yeah, well, I think it's skipping weird. I don't know. It's weird, man. And I was just like, oh. And I was like, so what does that mean? He's like, oh, you just go over there and buy a new one. And I was like, oh, yeah, fuck me, right? Let me just drop a fucking $1,000, dude. as I'm trying to get this gaming PC and all this other stuff, because, all of this is just heavily rotating together, which I kind of like. But anywho, it charges fine. I looked at all these things that you can look online to see like how your computer's doing, and it's doing just fine, man. So that guy was just like, I don't fucking feel like dealing with this kid. I'm 30, but he's like, I don't feel like talking to this motherfucker. I'm just gonna send him over there to buy a new one. So thankfully, I didn't have to drop $1,200 for the one I wanted, because I enjoy doing this. I missed this. Okay, I did that little update. I looked like a creeper. I was sitting there in my bedroom looking like, I don't know how you feel about the goatee. If you hate it, leave a comment in the YouTube comments. Twitter, JT of Jville, hit me on that. If you like it, whatever. I'm waiting for the mustache to really get bushy, and then I'll probably shave it and be even more of a creep. But I don't know. I've never really had a goatee, so I think it's kind of funny. So I know what I look like. Anyway, so the computer's back up. I had to work, but here we are, finally back. Let's talk about this vacation. Right before we talk about vacation, though, I'm not going to cut it, so you'll still hear the same noises in the background that you do, but I do have to let the old poochers in, and I have to pour me some coffee. So I'm going to overlay this nice live fire. If you're watching the YouTube, I'm going to overlay that. Okay, so go. I should play some music too. All right, we're back. So, anyways, vacation. So Cut, if you watched 57, which was so long ago, Cut did it with me, and then our other buddy Gary showed up. So instead of me and Cut have a lot of things that we like to do together, like 2K, streaming, Apex. He's on the picks. He does my he comes on the podcast too, but. So we asked Gary if he was comfortable with it. He said, nah, it's okay, Gary. We love you still. But so I didn't shoot one, and then I just gave you my computer update. But the vacation was a blast. Okay, some of my favorite things that we did, it was super nice. Okay, there's this running joke now that I'll never live down, in that it was 70 degrees for like 5 straight days in Michigan, which is just not fucking heard of in November. And they kept asking, should we bring our golf clubs? Should we bring our golf clubs? And I was like, no, dude, like I don't believe this. I don't believe this for a second, but it happened. They didn't bring their golf clubs, and it's 70 degrees the whole time. So we didn't get to play any real golf, but my boy Earl from the podcast and from the picks came down. And we just spent the whole day outside, which is great in November, in like shorts and a t-shirt, rocking out to some music. And we were playing cornhole. We were playing beer frisbee. We tried a couple other games here and there, but let me tell you why that was such a chill weekend. It's because somebody that I grew up with can meet people that I was in the military with. And here's my boys from the military, but now they can witness this guy that I've talked about play cornhole, because he was just on his bachelor party. Get out of his face. 4th of July party, get out of his face. He's just been stone cold killer, bagging them and tagging them, dude. He threw 3. So house rules here is here's how I play house rules. So if you want to play JT of Jville house rules, it's not first one to 21 on the dot, okay? If you're at 20 and you hit 3 baggers, you're going to win unless the other team gets 3 baggers. You can go right over the score limit. But if you shoot all 4 in the hole, you win the game automatically. So unless, you're the first thrower and the other guy has 3 in and then he throws 4 in, then, that's a wash. But yeah, that's how we play. But man, Earl has just been slinging the sauce and he just knocked everybody out of the park. It was crazy. And it sucks because I didn't win very much. It was it's like that's like a double-sided sword. Like, yeah, you can finally see how good this guy is, but I'm not on this team either, so I'm getting my ass kicked. But we had a great time playing all that jazz. We played a lot of euchre. Don't get to play euchre as much as I used to, but man, euchre was so great. Once Gary got that hang of it, man, 3 straight days I didn't win. The last 3 days we played euchre, I didn't win a best 2 out of 3. And they kept saying, "Oh, we're not even from Michigan, ha 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 ha." But sometimes you just don't get fucking cards, It sucks. It sucks. But we also played Rage. We went over to my parents' house at dinner, and we played Rage. And Gary called it, I'll take them all. If you never played Rage, you don't understand anything. But we were playing no look Rage, so you can't even look at your hand as you make bets for books. And he's like, "Yeah, I'll just take them all." And I haven't even looked at these cards, and he did it. He did it. Excellent move. That's how you learn how to play the game, We played a lot of pool. I know I'm between those two, I'm third. I'm low third. It's like first, second, they're like right there with each other, and I'm like down here at the bottom. Not very good at pool, but still had a good time. Played Mario Kart. Took second place. So so it was Cut took first. I took second. I took first. Cut took second. The third race, Cut took first. I took third. In the fourth race, I took first, and Cut took second. So he won the podium. Super sad about that. We didn't play as much Mario Kart as I wanted to, but there's always next time. But yeah, great time on vacation. I am kind of sorry that I didn't. I'm kind of sorry that I didn't. Maybe pre-record one, or I like doing this. This is such a fun hobby right now because I don't get paid, and I don't get paid, and I do this on my own time, and I'm pouring my own money into it. I'm trying to remember who was one of the last people that I texted, because I bought this timer, and again, I got distracted. But I bought this timer so I can record how long my episodes are, but I forgot to start the timer, and so I thought I hit start on it, and I just looked at it, and it's not counting how long I've been talking. So I'm trying to figure that out now through endless text messages. Let's see. That was about 35 minutes ago. So yeah, we're probably in the mid-20s range, Not that I want to keep it short or keep it long, but how long can you possibly listen to me talk? Anyways, a lot's happened. Currently it's, I said it's the 21st, Western Central game. Western did beat the Chips. Shout out to Earl. Congrats. Rival schools. We were in rival schools, but we weren't like dicks about it. That was like the best part. Like everyone's like, "Oh, you fucking suck, fuck you," and they're like kind of serious about it. I mean, we're like, "Dude, this is my boy." Like, yeah, we understand. Like, yeah, your school sucks. Yeah, but no, dude, it's my boy, dude. We'll scrap either side. If there's some Central homies who aren't down and they start some beef, I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, let's beat this Western guy's ass." I'm gonna be like, "Hey, dude, let's beat all these guys' ass." And be like, "Dude, yeah, hell yeah, hang in the Chippewas. That's like a bonus point." So congrats, Earl, on that for sure. Western Broncos. Yeah, whatever. That's not the Broncos. That's the Texas Longhorns. Anyways, as we're talking about colleges too, I have to bring up the obvious update by now. It's been a long time since I've talked about college football, but Michigan is going to have to let go Jim Harbaugh. I'm not going to say fire. I know people, "Hey, you got fired." No, they're going to respectfully part ways, hopefully. Okay, I'm still a fan of Jim Harbaugh. I know he tried, but it just didn't work. It could have been the years that he came. It could have been the talent he selected. But these are his guys right now. And look what the fuck is happening. I was in utter disbelief after we lost to State. 100%. After seeing the first week and going to that game, woof. And ever since then, we've just been woof. Wisconsin, woof. It's hard to watch. It's like, to be 100% honest, I didn't even watch the game today. And I love Michigan football. But here's the reason why. The last game that I woke up early, I got 3.5 hours of sleep just to wake up early to watch Michigan football. I was like, oh, we should bounce back and beat this team. And I had to watch Michigan get fucking stomped. Okay? Stomped. And this was on my sleep schedule. So I was like, great. What a day to waste some sleep, you know? I'm trying to look up it's on top 25, and Michigan sucks. Oh yeah, we played Rutgers, so I haven't even missed the game yet. I wasn't concerned about it, okay? Now I'm gonna watch it because I know it's on. But yeah, I didn't even watch them today because they haven't played. Now I feel dumb. But hey, that's the way it goes. But sorry, Jim Harbaugh. They're gonna have to part ways. He might bring in the man from Cincinnati. That's like an early guess from a lot of people. But a funny rumor that I'd like to start is that Matt Patricia is going to get fired from the Detroit Lions, and then Jim Harbaugh is going to get hired by the Detroit Lions. And they're going to call it the double fucking doink, dude. I love you, Jim Harbaugh, but come on, that's pretty funny. There'd be a lot of pissed off, like, State fans would be like, oh no, we're going to suck even more. And then Michigan fans are like, oh shit, dude, we're going to suck. Like, they would come together. They'd be like, wow, dude, why would you hire this clown? And Michigan's like, right. No, Jim Harbaugh's not a bad dude. It just didn't work out, okay? It's like having two favorite foods that don't go together. That's like Well, I mean, I don't want to call Jim Harbaugh mayo. But it's like, I love ketchup and I love chocolate, but I don't fucking eat ketchup and chocolate, okay? And I'm not gonna tell you which coach is which, or who's chocolate and who's ketchup, but I'm just saying, like, it just didn't work out, okay? It just didn't work out. I don't have a solution. I don't have answers. I'm just, the only thing that I can clearly see that I've been saying for 2 years now is get rid of Don Brown. He will not adjust. Our cornerbacks this year are straight trash. It's hard to watch. They're getting burnt on the corners. It's embarrassing. Michigan's turning into Texas. The Longhorns will possibly be in the top 20s. We'll get a little bit of Raz. Sometimes we'll crack it at 9 or 8, but we're a fucking joke right now. We're getting ran over by everybody unless we win out, beat Ohio State, and win a bowl game. I don't know if Jim Harbaugh does come back. I know he won't get fired, but I know they'll part ways if he. I know I'll 100% know they'll part ways after he loses to Ohio State. It's sad. Okay, it's super sad for me. I in the I was born in the 90s, and in the 90s, growing up, 97, you have all those good memories of. You have early memories of like Woodson. You have quarterbacks like Tom Brady, Navarre, Greasy. You have all this talent coming through. Lloyd Carr is just top of his game. He's getting it done. The Chad Carr era was still a great fucking Michigan football era, but they couldn't beat Ohio State. Was it Carr? I hope I said that right. He played for the Dolphins for a while too, and he actually started. It's not Carr. What's the dude's name? Let's see. 06 Michigan. I got a Michigan quarterback because I can't just mess up. Chad Henne. Wow. Why the fuck did I say Carr? Anyways, Chad Henne and Hart. Great years for those 4 years, but they couldn't. I don't know why they couldn't beat Ohio State. So after Lloyd Carr left, it's just been Rich Sherrod didn't work out. Brady Hoke didn't work out, and everybody thought Jim Harbaugh was the answer, and he's not now. We clearly see he's not now. I don't know why. I don't know what happened, but it's just not working out. So that's all I really got to say about that. But going into the next segue from college to professional football, the NFL, everyone likes to know who's going to win. We're not telling you to bet on our answers, but we're just trying to tell you how much we know. So that's why we started the picks. On vacation, I'm chilling with my boy before my other boys come down, and we get on the phone with somebody. You know, we might have had a little bit of vitamin fun. Some, we were on the sauce a little bit, And I was like, hey, man, here's the thing that I've been wanting to ask you guys. And they're like, what's up? And I was like, football pick'em show, keep it short. 5 minutes is the most anybody talks. 20 minutes out the door. They're like, dude, that sounds great. And we're having such a great time with it. We're on week 3. It's called the picks. So every week, all the matchups are on the board. The winner goes, we just randomly did an order for the first week, but the winner goes first every week. They win. So if you win, the next week you're first, and then everyone can pick after that. And you bet on every single football game. We start. It's either uploaded Wednesday or Tuesday every single week. I think I'm gonna make a universal pick day for Wednesday. So every Wednesday there's going to be an episode released before the Thursday night football game, unless something crazy happens. And just follow my Twitter, JTJville, or go to Instagram and type in the picks 001. You'll find our page there. You can follow. It's also on Instagram on its own thing, so we'll also post updates on there if needed. But I'm hosting this with Cut, Frank, and Earl, as you might have heard from earlier. Earl's had the best week so far. He went 11-3 with his picks. Great week. He's currently on top. He's in first place at 20-8. There's a 3-way tie for second at 19-9. But there's some big games this week. Real big games this week. And Frank picked the Seahawks too. He always wins these Thursday nights games. I just don't understand it. It's hard for me to understand that. Can't believe it. But yeah, you should go check it out if you like football, if you like foosball. Definitely go check it out. Now, the last thing that I want to talk about today is this Apex tournament. So on vacation, Season 7 came out, and we're like, we want to play, but we don't have 3 systems here. We only have 2 systems, and it sucks sitting out, and then it sucks like using someone else's settings and blah, 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 blah. So we just didn't play, but then when we played, when we got back, and we've been having fun, and then I was like told by Frank, like, hey, look at this tournament. It's $25 to enter per person. It's 3-man teams, trios Friday. It's 3 hours of playing your top best 4 games. So if you finish in first place, you get 15 points, and then every kill is an additional point. So the way we were playing, like I saw Gary and Cut practicing, it was pretty sick. I thought we were going to do a lot better because we've been playing so well with each other, and we just couldn't come out. I don't understand. We were just it's very frustrating. It's basically like you come up with all these strategies and you practice and you're winning games on the side and you're playing ranked and you're trying to do all these things to get better and you have all this confidence. And then finally, when it's time to just win one Apex game for a tournament, it's like we can't even finish better than third. So you're just sitting there the whole time getting mad because you wasted $25 on a Friday night just trying to game with your boys. But at the same time, it was a good time. But, it would have been a better time if we could have got better scores. So it's kind of frustrating, but still had fun. It was still a good Friday night. I'm going to be streaming later today, some Apex probably. If no one gets on, then I might pick another game or two, but check out the picks. It's on, you can follow me on my Twitter, jtofjville.com has my Twitter link, has my YouTube link, has my Instagram link. You can also go to the picks 001, look for them. That's our show on YouTube as well as Instagram. They're uploaded both. Any other questions that you guys might have for me, hit me up in the comments, man. Let me know how you feel. Let me know what, like, maybe like who should I bring on, or what would you like to know about? What would you like to know more about? Sometimes I stutter. Just like things that you're interested in, you can always like leave comments, but I'm glad I'm back. I'll have more planned, more guests on. Having guests on is, I was hoping to get cut on today, but he's busy, loser. So but we'll bring more guests on for sure. It's easier. I like it better. You guys like it better. You've told me that a lot. I've told you that. So just again, thanks for coming back, dude. We're back. We're episode 58 in the books. Next week we'll be at 59 and then 60 soon enough, and we're just going up from there. So again, thanks for everything. Like, subscribe, share, sponsor me, hit me up with your rich uncle. I don't know. Venmo is JT of Jayville. But again, thanks for listening, guys. I'm here for you. I'm doing at least 100 episodes, so if you're tired, just stop listening to me. But the train is officially rolling again. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll see you later.